Hey guys, this is Adaminished and welcome back to Battlefield 1. We are starting the third chapter to the Battlefield 1 campaign. This one is called Vittoria, which I am Italian against the Austro-Hungarians.
Dad? You up there? Are you all right? We're ready for you to cut the cake.
Birthday or something.
Wow, these are incredible.
Yes, it was an incredible time.
You looked very handsome in that uniform.
That's not me, that's Matteo.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry, Dad. Take as long as you need.
No, it's okay, Tesoro. It's time I told you what happened to him.
I don't know if I
It was during our last battle together, just a few days after our 21st birthday. My brother's battalion had been ordered to capture a fort deep into enemy territory. I wasn't going with him. I was part of a special unit with a different mission. Our task was to support Matteo's battalion. We were a proud unit. We changed to the war for Italy. The Arditi.
La vittoria! O tutti accoppiati!
While Matteo was pushing forward, I had to fight up the mountain and take out anything targeting his unit.
Just hearing this story makes me worry for you.
Don't worry, I was in a full suit of armor. Besides, the Arditi were proud volunteers. They would have done anything for Italy. A church was sitting at the base of the path. Enemy troops had fortified it. I had to fight them first. Left after the flame troops were some foot soldiers. After that, the church would be ours. There was an artillery gun that was shelling us and Matteo's unit. I had to destroy it.
And he was still heading to the fort?
Right. I had to make sure he got there.
I've got to climb up his fucking head in this piece of shit armor.
Matteo and the entire Italian offensive was in danger as long as that artillery gun remained. So I had to take it down.
Move on. That's okay with me.
The only way to ensure that the men were safe was to blow up the gun itself. That explosion was one of the sweetest sights of the war for me.
Of course it was.
But there was no rest. I could see an anti-aircraft gun over the next ridge that was taking out our planes. That was my next target.
Why not the only soldier left? Don't got these guys.
Aiutatemi! Mi serve...
The gun was manned by Austro-Hungarian troops. I had to remove them before I could use the gun myself.
Who the fuck? You can't even get away with it. Ah, his thunder.
I take down. It was me against an entire enemy bomber squadron. We had no reinforcements. If those men were killed, our advance would be completely halted, and I would have lost Matteo. After the first few went down, they started targeting me. I had to stand my ground.
No, die. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm dead. How the fuck can I do all that?
It was me against an entire enemy bomber squadron.
You can piss off. So can you. So can you.
We had no reinforcements. If those men were killed, our advance would be completely halted, and I would have lost Matteo.
Piss off. Nobody likes you.
After the first few went down, they started targeting me. I had to stand my ground.
How? Seriously?
It was me against an
Piss
entire enemy bomber squadron.
off. Nobody likes you.
We had no reinforcements. If those men were killed, our advance would be completely halted, and I would have lost Matteo. After the first few went down, they started targeting me. I had to stand my ground.
Piss off. Piss off. Ah, for fuck's sake, don't overheat! Bye. Get out of the fucking way. No, no, no! Fuck! Why?
It was me against an entire enemy bomber squadron.
Bullshit.
We had no reinforcements. If those men were killed, our advance would be completely halted, and I would have lost Matteo.
Man, this is new bullshit. I just destroyed you. Fuck off.
After the first few went down, they started targeting me. I had to stand my ground.
And it's doing it again. Lovely. Fuck off and leave me alone. Thank you.
Were you still safe behind your armor?
Of course, of course. Nothing could dent it. But then the planes veered away.
Oh, that's great. Could have been shot through the heart. I'd skip this.
I had to find Matteo. He could have been anywhere. I started with the first thing that came through the fog. There were allies pinned inside lodges. I needed to save them. before we saw them. Armored vehicles coming from the enemy fort.
But you didn't have your equipment anymore.
There were crates of enemy weapons in the lodges that we scavenged and prepared ourselves with.
Oh my god. This is supposed to be easy, man.
We could hear them before we saw them. Armored vehicles coming from the enemy fort.
But you didn't have your equipment anymore.
There were crates of enemy weapons in the lodges that we scavenged and prepared ourselves with. Through sheer force of will, we took out their firepower. The lodges were safe, and I had to move on.
You never said, was Mateo in those lodges?
No. The men said his unit had made it further up.
How I do it, I am not dying another fucking time.
Every part of me wanted to get out of the trenches, but I could hear Italian yelling. I knew my friends were trapped. Everywhere I looked, too late. I felt alone among ghosts. After a while, I couldn't even look at the bodies. We had to have made it to the fort. Some of the things I saw, Tesoro. I had to convince myself I wasn't dead.
Go away. Like I said, I am not dying another time to you assholes.
There were two ways into the fort. I could either go through the underground tunnels, or above ground by circling around the back.
Not through the front?
I no longer had my armor. It was impossible.
Nice. Anything? What? Oh, I was supposed to do this. Right. Really? Yeah, we got six in there. He doesn't die from the fucking grenade. More assholes. Wait, is that it?
I don't know how. I just knew Matteo wasn't there.
Yeah, okay, come on, let's go. I don't care.
I still think about that field. Every day. I'd almost stopped looking. Started giving in to the hope that Matteo had escaped. And then...
No! No!
Uh-oh. And that chapter was one piece of shit to complete. Anyway, leave a like if you enjoyed, especially with me rating and all. Subscribe if you want to see more
You never got
videos.
older.
Comment any suggestions, especially if you want to see some more
And
multiplayer.
here I am,
Also,
still.
in the description below, there is my Patreon. Please consider supporting me. And I will be
decides
back
such
with
things?
the next chapter. I think it's with the Uzi guy. Australian dude. So yeah, I will speak to you guys in the next episode. Bye bye for now.